and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Kimberly Knox, KK, your complete lifestyle, health, and astrological success coach. It is my passion to help inspire, motivate, and encourage you to stay in the flow, understanding that you are part of a whole energetic world out there and how you can utilize these energies to your highest success. I used them for years as a business owner in sales. I'm going to give you dates for great days to push forward for success, days that are energetic, where you need to take action, where other people will be taking action, who's hot this week, everything that's going on. The moon changes signs every 2.5 days. The moon rules the public, and these are the energies that are shifting around. So for you to have some awareness, it's just incredible how you can utilize this energy to your best results. It's all about getting success, being in the flow, timing, being in the right place at the right time. Listen, we're all connected. That is the secret. That is the secret of manifesting success in your life. The way you visualize, the energy that you put out, your mindset is so incredibly important. Astrology is one of the finest tools for you as a personal pathway for self-knowledge and personal growth. Incredible. So even if you just know a tiny bit more about your chart than your sun sign, you're working toward it. So if you don't have your natal chart, email me, please. Don't be shy. kk@kkastrology.com. I will send you your natal chart. You need to know your moon position, your Venus, your Mars, personal planets that colors your personality, your drive. And then you can utilize that and go get some information out there. So let's get on with the week, okay? Big stuff is happening because we do have a full moon. We've got some big changes tomorrow. I did give you information about today and last week. So I said, get yourself prepared for tomorrow because we've got Mars moving into Virgo. Now that's great news for all the Virgos out there. Virgo, you're hot. It's your birthday time. Mars moving into your sign supercharges you to take action on your own behalf. That is Mars' job. In your own chart, the sign that Mars is shows the characteristics, the way that you take action on your own behalf. Some people have stronger Mars than others, especially if it's in hard aspect to your sun or conjunct your sun with your moon. Your personal characteristics are taking on the zeal and the zest and the energy of an Aries. Now, if you are Aries or Scorpio, Mars moving into the sign of Virgo will also color you because it is your ruler. Virgo is all about how we take charge of our health, how we get organized, how we discern from what's useful and what's not, and who's useful and who's not, how we make things better, our routine. Okay, if we're taking good care of our health in our daily environment, and getting a new routine that really fits. So Virgo and Gemini, again, hot on the hot list again because your ruler Mercury, which is still in the sign of Leo, is going direct. It is going direct. So right now we're getting a lot of information. I hope you're getting some real big clues that you need to move forward, some little tidbits of information. Just keep something had to have come to you in the last few days. Going direct tomorrow morning, right at rush hour. Your ruler goes direct, that means you can go forward. If you are Virgo rising or Gemini rising, that is the ruler of your chart. It goes direct, you feel like you can move forward. We're all kind of moving forward with anything that relates to communication, technology, written papers, contracts, all of those things. Now, if things broke down during Mercury retrograde, that's quite normal. And sometimes it takes a bit of sorting out until you actually get, I know we had issues with their air conditioning, so perhaps you did as well. Leo, you're hot this week as well. You've got Venus in your sign. You're shining. Take a chance, some time to revive your wardrobe, the way you look, your image, you're attracting. And Leo is all about our personal passions, something that comes from our heart center, what we are creating, because Leo puts their signature on what they're doing. It is a personal signature, not just having a Leo sun. Other planets that you might have in your chart that are prominent, the sun in the first house, Leo rising. There's different ways that you can get that. Also, the sun is opposing Neptune. It's doing it right now. So the best way to use this information is today, what you could have or should have been doing is like reviewing all of this energy that you have toward whatever this passionate, private, personal, creative project is that you are bringing out. Or it's about, personal love, expressing that to someone. Neptune involved has to do with our vision. Don't put your head in the sand. The Pisces new moon coming up. We are not martyrs. You are not a victim. It is the victim savior type of access when you talk about Virgo and Pisces. No one's a victim. Well, you have to, if you think you're a victim, you think that you are void of connectedness. You're not. We're all connected. We each have the power to rise above any situation that we're in. The power of the mind is so strong. Another symbol for Neptune is believe. If you believe, then you can't go around and say, I hope, I hope, I hope it happens. If you believe it happens, you know it will happen. You understand the difference? And the subconscious is ruled by Pisces as well, also 12th house stuff. Now, if you walk around and say, well, I can't, I just can't, I can't, your mind is going to hear you, and your subconscious is going to make your ego correct. Your subconscious takes hold of more than 80% of everything that you do. So you must be extremely mindful. You think about the people that are lucky or bring good things to them. It is their mindset, their positive, optimistic, positive energy that brings them to. So watch these words. And I want you to get rid of certain words this month. I hope, get rid of it. I can't, get rid of it. And I need. You are, just you are. You don't need, just be grateful, and abundance will flow to you. Okay, so that's the preface of what we're talking about. If you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, you need to write this stuff down. You need to be in the flow. The people that love astrology the most are those signs that are quite actually controlling, all right? Leo rising likes to be in lead and in demand, and Aquarius is also rules. It rules all of astrology. It's a fixed sign. It likes to be in control. Capricorn definitely likes to be in control. And with Pluto in your sign right now, for sure. So this is a way to really move forward with great information. Now, I do timestamps for the different days, so you can go to them. So here we go, Monday. It's a moon day, right? And I talked about this last week. The moon's in Aquarius. This is social. This is getting out there in the community, mixing and mingling with people, connections to help you get somewhere. Awesome aspects today. I hope you enjoyed the day. Very social. Tonight, after 10 p.m., we've got a little bit of irritability and discussion coming up, or spirited, passionate communication, because what we have going on is we've got the moon and Mercury and Moon and Mars teaming up. So that type of energy can bring a little testiness, all right? Oppositions, especially later on, bring things around relationships. However, I intend to be in sleep by then, so here on the East Coast, because we've got early days. So think about it. What news are you hearing? What news did you hear today? Did somebody call you? Did you get something finally? Tonight, get ready, get organized, get your work set, because tomorrow the Mars goes into Virgo, and it's all about work, and it's all about getting organized, having your routine set, and Mercury, especially important. Mercury goes direct at 7:30 a.m. This is drive time, so understand that Mercury rules traffic, it rules weather, it rules communication, it rules all technology, it rules cars. So just go with the flow if things are, a little bit interesting. But definitely get into that vision with the sun opposite Neptune tonight. What do you vision for yourself this week coming up? Set the intention of success. Tuesday is a Mars day. Excellent, because Mars is shifting. It's leaving Leo, where we've been pushing forward with what we love most, what we want to create. And now we've got to get the work done. One of my favorite sayings is, how you do anything is how you do everything. I think about this all the time. You know, it makes me make my bed. It makes me not drop things. You know, I'm very thorough like that. Don't just leave something in a spot. Don't not finish a job. How you do anything is how you do everything. All right? Virgo, get the stuff done. Be thorough. Be disciplined. Be organized this coming month. Mars is going to help us because it's getting there before Mercury, joining up with the Sun. So we've got Tuesday, Virgo rising. So because Mars is changing, if you're Virgo, definitely you've got energy now. Early Virgos, when Mars is on you, push forward with something. Watch it getting into arguments, because Mars kind of gets that little, you know, the little spur under your butt cheek and gets you moving. It stays in Virgo all the way through October 22nd, so we've got a lot of time to get this going. Now, Mars is getting into Virgo before the new moon in Virgo. Important, the new moon in Virgo is September the 20th. Lots going to happen before that. Mercury will be out of its shadow, and then it's going to go securely into Virgo, really pushing forward with creating the work and organization around getting success with what we have to. This is all about efficiency, being of service, practicality, health-oriented, to make better. Okay, let's see, at 7. So at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow, Mercury stations to go direct. Right around the station time, things are a little bit shaky. They're not totally settled. And this could affect, like I said, traffic, weather, electronic equipment. And of course, we've got another weather system coming. With the eclipses going across the United States and the triggers happening now, it's not surprising that we've got North Korea doing crazy things. We've got more weather, you know, sparking up here in the Caribbean. So we're going to get news this week of where it's going. Let's just hope it stays out of the path of people I know and my path as well here. So it's either going to go East Coast or Gulf Coast of Florida, but definitely this happens. And it's predicted that this hurricane season would be a little more dramatic than normal. Wednesday is a Mercury day. Okay, this is the first Wednesday in several weeks where Mercury has been direct. It's not out of its shadow yet, so it means it's going over the part where it started to go retrograde before. So it's recovering its tracks. So when it goes back over something, then we're ready to move forward because we've gotten more information. It's direct. It's also a full moon in Pisces. Okay, moon, Neptune, sun with Neptune in Pisces. This whole Houston, you know, all of the tragedy in Houston, in the areas related around it, all the flooding. Listen, this is horrible. I would rather be blown apart than to be flooded. We've known people personally whose homes have been destroyed. That's a lot of extra work, right, to add to your plate. The help is coming in across the country. So yeah, it's brought the country together in a lot of ways, helping others, having compassion for others, and also knowing where you are being the victim and getting out of it and not being the martyr and going forward and using this energy to merge fully with your vision, all right? Not being delusional or seeing where you were delusional, seeing where your eyes have been covered to something that you must now acknowledge and not just push under the rug. So yes, Mercury will be out of its shadow 9/19, just like I said, in advance of the new moon 9/20. Mark these days down on your calendar. It's great days to move forward. And Mercury is going to be moving opposite Neptune on 9/19. And it meets with Mars again on 9/16. Mars gives you our brain power. It's a lot of brain power, or it's arguments. 9/16 is a Saturday. In opposition to Neptune, this can bring clouded thinking, all right? Or lies come out, any of this. Or you use it for inspired thinking, thoughts, and new ideas. On 9/25, be ready for a plan. Because when Mercury squares Saturn, we get responsible and disciplined, and we've got to get things sorted out so we have a working plan, and that's after the new moon. So it's a good time to get that moving forward. I'm looking for my my little book here. I don't see it. Oh, here we go. I just wanted to see when 9/25 was. First quarter is going to be the 27th. So just in time for all of that. And we also have the autumn equinox, coming up on the 22nd, which is excellent. That's a whole shift of energy for another 3 months. Energetically, your health, this changes as well because our bodies are in sync with the energy around us. So the fall health has to do with certain things in the body, and I'll cover that in another time. Mercury will move into the sign of Libra on 9/29. All right, so that's all it is about Mercury. Let me go through all of the signs right now for the full moon. Leo, it's going to highlight. A full moon is culminations or endings in a certain area, meaning all the work that you did 6 months ago, you planted a new seed when there was a new moon, now it's a full moon. This is what's shining. So Leo, it's your 8th house. 8th house is pretty, there's a lot of shit going on in the 8th house, right? It can mean sex and taxes. All right, that's a big dichotomy, right? Well, no, it's intimacy, it's joint finances, it's your debt, it's where you're making investments with other people, it's mergers, it's when you come together to do something more than you can do by yourself. So it is a complex house, it's a house of Scorpio. Virgo, it's your 7th house, relationships and partnerships. Something is coming to a head there. Libra, your 6th house, this has to do with your health and your working conditions and your everyday routine. Scorpio, your 5th house, this could do either children, a new child, your creative self-expression, something you're creating or having fun, going away, doing something, a new romance. Sagittarius, it's your 4th house, your home, revamp, revise, something's going on in the home. Capricorn, your 3rd house of communication. This is also, all the social media stuff. It's having to do with talk. It's your siblings and it's short distance transportation or travel. Aquarius is your 2nd house of cash flow. Okay, let's see what's happening. Either more spending or you've got ways to make more money. And Pisces, of course, is your 1st house. Whenever it's in our 1st house, we can be a little more sensitive, but it says what new seeds, the new work that you did on yourself 6 months ago is now showing. So that's going to bring a highlight there. Aries, it's your 12th house. Aries, you're getting ready for the next full moon will be in your house. But in the 12th house, it says, what have you done to work on yourself behind the scenes? Your subconscious, getting enough rest, looking at journaling, looking at your inner life, your inner world. Get into that. Taurus, your 11th house, has to do with friendships and groups that you're involved with. So possibly something with a friend or a new group that you join, networking group, getting connections through those groups of people. Gemini, it's your career zone. What happened 6 months ago, maybe you planted some new seeds there, you're going to show. You're shining. You're in the public spotlight. So if you screwed up, you're going to be found out. If you've done some real good stuff, you're going to be able to shine. Cancer, it's your 9th house. This has to do with long distance travel. It also has to do with things at a distance or getting higher education in some manner. Okay, so that's the full moon for each sign. Just a little snippet. Thursday is Jupiter. It's one of my favorite days. My ruler is Jupiter of my chart because I am a Sag rising. So Jupiter relates to our expansion and how we're being and how we're educating. Also, so it's a growth and it's protection in the sign of Libra. It has been teaching us over the last year about diplomacy skills, our cooperation, how we're cooperating with others, where we are in balance or out of balance in relationships. Okay, it is helping us to understand that we need the assistance of other people. So how do we be diplomatic, not charismatic, where you're just fake? All right, that comes really, really short term. It's about gaining genuine cooperation from others. It is going to be moving into Scorpio. So Scorpio, you're going to be hot for a whole year. Excellent. On October the 10th. Every sign will benefit in some ways. The fixed sign will benefit in their prominent angle houses, which I've gone through before. And Scorpio, this is 1 year. We're all going to be feeling the effects of Jupiter in Scorpio. What are we learning about finances? Get it together, people. Really, seriously, a budget. Be responsible for your spending, how you're focusing, what you're merging, what your commitments are to something that you've investing your time, money, and love in. This is really big. This is an action day, by the way. So if you are a business person, Thursday and Friday, write these days down. Big stars. Go get them, guys. Go get them. The moon's going into Aries at 8:01 a.m. People want shit done, and you're going to get stuff done. People are calling you, where's this, where's that? People want it on their own terms when the moon's in Aries. And you're also more bold and courageous. So if you've been waiting to get something done, good Lord, go do it. Because also the moon is going to be working its way into a grand trine, fire trine, with Venus and Saturn. Saturn's in Sagittarius, a fire sign. Venus is in Leo, and the moon is in Aries. Excellent. Go freaking get them. You know, I just love these kind of days. Also, Friday is a rock and roll day. It's a Venus day. Venus is in Leo. Heart, passion, courageous action, enthusiasm. Leos can carry the fire longer than anyone. It is about sustained fire, sustained flame. Yes, I know. I'm a Leo. I know other Leos. It is strong. And don't piss them off, okay? Whew. It is a 4-star rock and roll day, Thursday, Friday. Make stuff happen. I'm serious. Make stuff happen. Now, hopefully the weather's not hitting us by then. But, you know, when the moon is full and if weather's coming on, also the tides are higher. And the moon in Pisces in the middle of the week is all about Neptune, which rules water. So let's see how this happens. But this is a Grand Fire Trine. It's effective both days. We've got also, you know, focus right after lunch. There's going to be a square to Pluto. So I would say have a power lunch. You know, really get it together. Don't get into power struggles, but extreme focus. And then there's a lot of discipline to carry forward all through 9:27 p.m. So it's not really I would say it's a real great working Friday, productive Friday, not go out and, you know, get drunk with shenanigans type of Friday. Be more focused. Saturday is a Saturn day. I was born on Saturday. I know. I feel Saturn in me. Thankfully to my honey, he dragged me to the beach today, or didn't drag me. I wanted to go, but I might not have. And it was really excellent because beach walking is something you need to do to ground yourself if you live near the beach or around it. It's really incredible to get away from the technology, the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, the energy sucking type of stuff, and just reconnect. Saturn in Sagittarius has been there for about 2.5 years. It's going to go out December the 19th and go into Capricorn, its own sign. And then really we're going to get to work, right? The moon is in Taurus too. It goes into Taurus just after lunchtime. And my ruling sign is in Taurus. I love the sign of Taurus. It is grounded. It's about money. It's practical. It takes its time. It loves the creature comforts in life. Creature comforts. What do I mean by that? Oh, good food, good home, good furniture, good cars. I mean, it takes value is what it cares about. It loves creating value. Even it wants something that's going to last, building to last. It's an earth sign. So, you know, the fact that Pluto is in an earth sign as well, this is really meshing up. And because it's trining Tauruses have the ability to create amazing success. We've got Sun trining Pluto as well. You feel it Friday as well. So that's why Friday is a 5-star day as well as Thursday. Sun trine Pluto just says, listen, work it because you're working toward discipline and power and focus. You are, you know, you really have the power to go forward. So use this wisely. It is a 9-day in a 9-month. This is completions and endings. So you may have something that, you know, is coming to an end at this time, or completion, so that you can move on to something new. And in the morning, we wake up with a surprise. just before 9 a.m. here on the East Coast, because we've got moon with the sun, with Uranus. So you may be jumping out of bed because you got stuff to do. Maybe you've got games to go to with your kids or whatever it is. But later in the afternoon, you've got great energy around communication later in the afternoon. So Saturday's going to be great. Now Sunday. Sunday is a sun day. It's a day of the sun. The sun is all living. I mean, the plant life. That's why, you know, plant-based protein, plant-based living, raw living draws in the energy of the sun. The sun in Virgo. Virgo is helping us to get organized, get with it with our health and our routine. And of course, we were in shock last week because, you know, going back to school, and some of you have been there for a few different weeks, with the moon in Taurus and the sun in Virgo, we've got two earth signs, very grounded. It's about taking care of your money, your finances, things that you value. Taurus puts a value on things. That's why they want to be paid for the efforts that they put in. So, you know, build something. It's about building on Sunday and enjoying what you have and this gratitude. So the start of the week coming up, the moon is going to be in Gemini, very communicative, talking, texting, connecting with others. And we've got moon getting into that snarl with Mercury and Mars, where they were conjunct. So there can be some, you know, testy communication or action being taken on Monday. So a lot of communication bringing you that knowledge. Okay, guys, mark down those days so you can get it together this week with the most success possible. You know, I just love being able to use this energy in the best way. I mean, that's what entrepreneurs want. They want information that helps them get a leg up on the competition, right? So thanks for tuning in tonight. This is KK. Reach out to me, kk@kkastrology.com, if you'd like a more personal reading of your own chart or coaching that helps you create success moving forward. Thank you for subscribing, sharing. Follow me on Instagram, Kimberly Knox on Instagram. As you believe is my little tagline there, and you can get more daily inspiration and guidance. Have a beautiful night.